It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Denver Nuggets at Pepsi Center. For the Nuggets, the season hasn't gone as smoothly for them as I'm sure they hoped it would. The good news is we still have a good chunk of it left to play, but if they're going to make a run, they better do it soon. So many teams playing at a faster pace nowadays. Tonight, though, Kenny, we see lots of half-court sets.
Yeah, because it takes craft to run an offense in the half court. You just can't run up and down and jack shots up. This is winning time, half-court basketball. And you find the matchups and you exploit them, Ernie.
And you have to remain patient. You have to remember, Ernie, it's chess, not checkers.
What were you better at, chess or checkers?
Checkers.
Have you played chess?
Never.
King me.
That's checkers.
Checkmate.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
That's chess.
Yeah. It's just checking. Make sure you knew.
Checking, get it?
No.
Checkmate, checking?
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel very stupid. Here's Kevin Harlan.
There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. We're live in the Rockies, the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, Colorado, as the Nuggets try to defend their home court. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
Well, I think for Denver, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Yeah, the people who said they hadn't done enough in the offseason to improve this team were exactly right. They never put the foundation of winning in place.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, with the shift towards so-called positionless basketball, the market for wing players has never been hotter. The average height in the NBA is now right around 6'7", so players in that range are the perfect fit for this new two-way style. Guys?
Well, especially those players with the skill to do a little bit of everything. D.A., thank you. Well, we're right around the halfway point of the season, Doris. This is often when we see the better teams really begin to shift gears and surge ahead.
Yeah, we certainly have a better feel for who the contenders might be. We still have a long way to go, obviously, and teams will have some lulls and then some high points, and you've got to be able to weather all of those things. But the reality is we have a greater understanding of who has the necessary offensive and defensive components to compete at a championship level.
Tip-off goes to Denver. So the New York starting 5. Knox out there with Vonleh. Then it's Matthews. Then it's Robinson. And it's Smith in at the point.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The tray trains it from beyond the arc. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Pass to Thomas. With the floater, and it's good on the layup. Thomas got his first basket.
But to me, you get concerned if Isaiah Thomas starts to get comfortable on the offensive end. Look out.
Smith kicks to Vonleh. At the elbow, it's Robinson. Outside Matthews. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Now, here's Millsap. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Thomas feeling it out a bit. 6 to shoot. Martin from outside. Rebounded by Knox.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
Vonleh's shot is good.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Now, here's Thomas. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Here's Knox. He kicks to Smith. A 3-ball. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Knox. Martin defending. And the basket by Knox.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Boy, when you look at the New York Knicks and their recent draft history, they didn't have a first rounder in 2012, 2014, and 2016. They're obviously feeling the effects of that now, Kev.
Here's a look at some stats for Smith. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 19 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
Now here's Thomas. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game.
What burst by Isaiah Thomas. This guy is such a shifty guard who specializes in drawing contact.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
That's good from Thomas.
You know, Isaiah Thomas brings a great passion to the game of basketball. At 5'9", to find a way to be effective in the NBA is truly incredible.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
I'll tell you, he's coming through for them at the free throw line today. His form has been perfect.
Smith against Thomas. Smith kicks to Matthews. Now here's Vonleh. He's coming off a 13-point game against Utah.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
Now Barton following Noah Vonleh's 3-point attempt. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Smith the pass to Vonleh. Kicks it to Robinson. Dishes to Smith. Jokic with the steal. Barton finds Thomas. And here's Millsap. Harris looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Jokic has got 5 points so far. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for New York. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Right. There has to be some sort of consistent effort to generate quality shots. It seemed to me they thought they were going to come easily.
Barton wide open. He fires. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. The Knicks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Robinson passes to Knox. New York, no good that time either. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Thomas. Knicks with the rebound.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. They'll take that every time.
Now, here is Smith. 14 points from him the last game against Utah. A 3 from Matthews. It's hauled in by Harris. Passes it to Millsap. Over Vonleh. Millsap misses.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Now, here is Smith. He has 6. Pass to Knox. Shoots over Barton. New York, no good that time either. Denver in the lead. Releases. And it's off the back rim, no good. New York's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Here's Knox. Barton defending. And Vonleh has it in the corner. Launches a 3. The offensive rebound. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got his first 2 points of the night.
I'll tell you, when he gets in that deep, there simply has to be some help defensively. The size mismatch is just too great there.
Millsap looking it over. And the pass to Thomas. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. Denver's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Barton kicks to Harris. Outside Thomas. Shoots the 3. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Well, he was fired by the Grizzlies 19 games into last season, Doris, but Coach David Fizdale with a fresh start now with the Knicks in New York.
Well, you think about in Memphis, he tried to shift from the grit and grind to a more modern NBA style, and I think he encountered some resistance there. With the Knicks, more of a clean slate, a chance to build the culture from the ground up.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Lyles checked in for Millsap. Hernan Gomez comes in for Will Barton. Beasley's checked in for Gary Harris. And it's Jamal Murray in for Isaiah Thomas. And then for New York, Mario Hezonja's checked in for Noah Vonleh. Frank Ntilikina comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Trey Burke subbed in for Dennis Smith. Here's Murray. The Knicks making the shot. Pass to Jokic. Over Robinson. Robinson pulls it in.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
Now here's Murray. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Burke, following the basket by Jokic. Burke, the pass to Knox. Puts it up from 12, and the Knicks good for 2. Murray with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He can't get that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, it should be an interesting matchup tonight. These two teams will only face off twice all season.
Well, so you want to make these opportunities count, right? Since they don't see each other often, it's going to be an intriguing battle.
New York shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. No good on that one. Well, court vision, Doris, one of those intangible skills. You had it when you played, and when it comes to seeing the floor, I'm sure you have people that impress you with the way they see what's going on.
Kevin, I feel very lucky and fortunate to have witnessed one of the seminal players of his generation and arguably the greatest passer in the history of the NBA, and that's LeBron James. I mean, this guy's ability to make any pass, to put a 50-foot pass on a rope from one side of the floor, maybe from the hash mark to the opposite corner, and put it in the shooting pocket of different players is mind-boggling. At the center spot, you've got the young and talented and pass-first center of Nikola Jokic. And then, of course, the man who, to me, for a 10-year stretch, was the best pure point guard in the NBA, and that's Chris Paul. And listen, historically, some of the guys I loved watching, Steve Nash, John Stockton. I loved Mo Cheeks. Listen, I'm very partial to men who want to distribute the basketball and who take special relish in watching guys score baskets off their work.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
From 13, Burke grabs the miss.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Now Hezonja. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Utah Jazz. And that one drops for him. Hezonja's got his first points of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Murray surveying the D. Passes to Lyles. Beasley outside. Shot clock at 5. Back to Lyles. Over Burke. Shot's good by Lyles. 1:39 left to play here in the first. Burke, the pass to Knox. Shoots over Lyles. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. They trail by 1. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Here's Burke. High shot from 10 feet out. And here is Hernan Gomez. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Murray dishes to Plumlee. He kicks it to Beasley. 6 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. For Denver, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
At the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First one falls for him. Trier, he's checked in for New York. Moutier comes in for Burke. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Kicks to Moutier. Pass to Robinson. Ball's knocked loose. Just 5 to shoot.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Murray outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball, just dribbling through defenders like it's nothing.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Knicks lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And being a smaller player is a challenge, but Isaiah Thomas always confident attacking the lane.
I just go in there. I've been doing it since I was a little boy. Like, I've always been the smallest guy out there, but when I get on the court, I feel like I don't see any height. So when I go in there in the paint, I expect myself to score or make a play for somebody else. And then, I mean, other people go crazy about it. I feel like it's normal.
Thomas brings that fearlessness, Greg. He's always played with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and he's got a deep bag of tricks for finishing around bigger players. It's really something to watch.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Protecting that rim early on, that's been a big factor for them tonight.
I'll tell you, rejection after rejection. The other team having a tough time scoring.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Murray. Trey Lyles out there with Plumlee. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3 spot. More and more we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but it's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap is an all-star forward whose dedication to the game is reflected in his year-to-year improvement. He said, "The drive to the gym is where I find my peace, getting my mind prepared. I come with the mindset of getting better. It's gotten me this far." Kevin?
He is a true professional. David, thank you. And the first one at the line is good. Once considered a huge bust, Mario Hezonja has started to come alive and find his place in the NBA.
Let's remember, this is a man who got his rookie option declined and had to make the most of some chances and showed he still has upside last season. This guy was thought to be on the verge of leaving the NBA, but is starting to come around.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Murray. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Guys, that's number 2 on him. And they do not need him to sit right away. But one more foul before the half, and he'll be headed to the bench.
Denver passing it around. Here's Murray. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. You look at the Bucks. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, the Knicks just way behind.
And right now for the Knicks, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Yeah, the people who said they hadn't done enough in the offseason to improve this team were exactly right. They never put the foundation of winning in place. I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold.
Here's Trier. And that one is stuffed right through.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
He's so very quick to convert off the miss, and usually with authority.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. Murray outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Moutier, and that misses everything. The Knicks leading by 9. Trier passes to Moutier. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Boy, when Moutier plays with passion, this guy capable of converting through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap is checked in for Trey Lyles. Martin comes in for Hernan Gomez. Harris is checked in for Malik Beasley. And Thomas subbed in for Murray. A free throw good from Moutier.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Nuggets.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Here's Knox. He's got 10. Just 5 on the clock. Conley kicks to Moutier. Over Thomas.
Well, Thomas is getting very good use of every single inch of that 5'9" frame, making his presence felt.
For 3, Harris drills it from outside. Harris has got 6 points.
Gentlemen, this guy goes from good three-point shooter to great when you give him that kind of space.
Here's Knox. Millsap covering. Knox the pass to Moutier. Matthews against Barton. Matthews no good. The Nuggets trail by 9. Feeds it to Millsap. Here's Knox. Millsap covering. Here's Moutier. Great D that time from Thomas.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
In the corner, it's Harris. Thomas kicks to Millsap. Shot clock at 6. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, just terrific body control from Isaiah Thomas. This guy's amazing at his ability to convert through contact.
For Denver, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Jokic has checked in for Denver. Smith checked in for the Knicks.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Thomas. New York leading by 6. Here's Trier. 9-point game his last outing. Pass to Smith. New York, no good that time either. outside Thomas. Here's Jokic. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Noah Vonleh.
Isaiah Thomas has a tremendous basketball IQ. His instinct is to score, but can he get his guys open? You bet.
And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, though, one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
And Jokic, Greg, said he was a fat point guard until he got taller.
Well, even now, Kevin, Jokic, not the most chiseled physique, but the point guard background makes sense. His playmaking for a center is off the charts.
Now, here's Thomas. 10 points for him. Passes it to Jokic. Over Vonleh. Jokic, no good. The Knicks leading by 5. Trier passes to Knox. Vonleh with it. He's against Jokic. The shot by Vonleh, no good. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And I was impressed with how comfortable they looked in that environment, made the most of their possessions.
They were extremely efficient, Greg. They ran their offense well and took good high percentage shots.
It's good.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Knox. He's got 10. Matthews scanning the floor. Back to Vonleh. Sinks the triple. Vonleh's got 5.
That three-pointer is good almost every time if he's left that wide open.
Thomas with the ball, working on Smith. Thomas gets the bucket.
Let's remember, Isaiah Thomas is a guy who once put 53 on the board in a playoff game. This guy knows how to shoulder the offense.
Now here is Smith. 8 points for him. Here's Knox. Good defense by Jokic.
Well, that's tough defense in the paint, harassing him every step of the way.
Thomas finds Harris. Back to Thomas from downtown. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Now just a 1-point New York lead. Smith up top. He's guarded by Thomas. Nice shot by Smith.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
Here's Denver now. They're on a 16-7 run. Back to Thomas. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Thomas has got 10 points in the quarter.
I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
Here's Knox. 10 points for him. Back to Smith from deep. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Smith against Thomas. Double team on Thomas. The Nuggets have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Jokic taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
You're having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Here's Ntilikina. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Vonleh kicks to Ntilikina. A floater, and he sinks the layup. And the Knicks lead by 4.
What a deft player. Give Ntilikina a little breathing room, and he is going to knock down that floater.
Now, here's Thomas. Burke covering. Thomas gets a wide open look, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Thomas got 12 points now in the quarter.
Boy, it took him a while to warm up, but since the second quarter, he's on fire.
And Matthews kicks to Burke. And again, it's New York.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Oh, I'll tell you, that's good basketball. You have to get a little creative against the big man, but I love his initiative.
Now, here's Jokic. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Suns in Phoenix.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
Thomas outside. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Matthews against Barton. Matthews, no good.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end. Boy, nice team basketball being played right there. You see the open man, and you deliver the ball right away.
Burke with it. Millsap on him. Vonleh kicks to Burke. Ntilikina passes to Vonleh. Just 5 on the clock. Burke can't get it to go. And so Thomas will bring it up for Denver, trailing by 2. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Burke. Pass to Ntilikina. Outside Matthews. Lets it go from 14. That one's not going to go. Barton with some nice D. 1:31 left here in the second. In the corner, it's Harris. Buries the long-range jumper. Harris has got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The pass to Vonleh. 1:03 left to play here in the second quarter. Ntilikina passes to Vonleh to halt the run. And that one goes long.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
Harris finds Thomas. Back to Harris from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the paint. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Jokic.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Yeah, with the score this tight, someone has to come over and take the charge, or at least contest the shot.
And the free throw, no good.
There are certain guys that you identify as the prototypical 3-and-D player, and Wesley Matthews is one of those guys. I love that he prides himself on his ability to guard elite wings and the kind of deep range he has, even in critical moments of games. This guy's a big-time guy.
4 on the clock. Murray off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Well, that's outstanding execution, Greg. You always want to get the last shot of the quarter, which is precisely what they did there.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Knicks up by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They got their lead up to as many as 8 points in the opening period. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
They played some solid team basketball, Arnie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit, and they got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back to Denver, everyone. Traffic coming in and out of downtown Denver on this lovely night in the Rockies. Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. We're seeing a tremendous game from Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
And it's mattered not, Greg, whether he's been spotting up or creating for himself. He was unstoppable, and you hope it carries over to the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Tipping off the second half, here's David Fizdale's 5. Vonleh's out there with Knox. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Smith. And it's Matthews in at the 2 spot. Now, here is Smith. That one's off. He's made 5 and missed 3 now. Harris outside. He kicks to Thomas. 3-pointer. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Now, here is Robinson. Vonleh with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And Matthews gets it to go.
Oh, the long ball from Wes Matthews, never bashful about firing from beyond the arc.
Thomas kicks to Jokic. He dishes it to Barton. Back to Jokic. Harris outside. Launches it. Smith against Thomas. Over Robinson. Vonleh with the rebound.
Boy, that's just the kind of tight defense you need to play on him. Any kind of room at all, and he'll bury it.
Thomas against Smith. Outside Matthews. Ball's knocked loose. Lets the 3 fly. Denver grabs the miss. Barton's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Now here is Smith. He's got 13, and that one drops.
There is so much to Dennis Smith and his game. The step back, the spot up, you name it, the total package offensively.
Here's Thomas. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. Smith with it. He's got 15. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Vonleh with it. Millsap's there. Vonleh kicks to Matthews. Now Vonleh, he's got 7. And that one comes up a bit short. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. It's rebounded by New York. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game, and the next game it'll be played in Los Angeles. They're in the midst of this long 6-game road trip. That will be game 4.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Barton. And a switcher also for New York. Emmanuel Moutier's checked in for Wesley Matthews. Thomas passes to Jokic. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. For New York, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Shoots a 3, and the basket by Knox. And it's a 4-point New York lead.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Trier, he's checked in for the Knicks. Murray outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Jokic. Robinson with the block. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Knox with the ball.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Thomas up top. 24 points for him.
Boy, what a nice carom there, guys. He can really use that size and length to his advantage.
And stolen by Murray. To the middle. To halt the run. Robinson with the block. Jokic kicks to Murray. The Nuggets with another miss.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Now here's Moutier. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Smith, no luck.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Murray outside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. New York leading by 6. And here's Smith. 17 points in the game. Passes it to Knox. He feeds it to Moutier. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Thursday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Then on Saturday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
The defense lost him there, and he should have made him pay.
To the paint, here's Millsap. Fader on the way. Good on the shot. Millsap's got 6.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
Pass to Knox. Back to Smith. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Getting more comfortable shooting from inside. Even though Smith Jr. is smaller, he knows how to score in the paint.
Murray outside. Thomas finds Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, I love that Isaiah Thomas has a feel for where exactly to put the basketball to help his guy get a basket.
Now here's Moutier. Back to Robinson. Now the dish to Moutier. Lock at 6 over Murray. Wow, way off on that one. The Nuggets trail by 3. Hernan Gomez passes to Murray. Teardrop shot, and he lays it up and in. Murray's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Now here's Moutier. The shot, no good. Murray with the defensive effort.
And with the playmaking in Denver's front court, point guard Jamal Murray is free to hunt his shot. Very comfortable playing off the ball.
Good on the triple.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Here's Knox, and the pass to Moutier. New York, no good that time either. Here's Denver now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And you look at Jamal Murray's assist numbers, he's more like a 2-guard.
Well, he's kind of a combo, 6'4", 6'5"-ish, but you can't have enough shooting, and he's got a quick trigger.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Around halfway through the season, and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. Taking a look at Golden State, they've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the Nuggets just need to take it a game at a time.
And, you know, for the Nuggets, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
And with one eye already on the offseason, I would guess they start tinkering with lineups, different personnel combinations as this season wraps up. That way they can start forming a plan for the future.
Now, here's Lyles. Here's Thomas. Lyles kicks to Plumlee. Thomas goes in. Bucket is good. Now it's a 7-point Denver lead.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
Robinson with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. No one covering. Knox has got 18 points in the game.
That's his 2nd make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
Out to the wing. And there's the foul. It'll go on Frank Ntilikina. That is his 1st foul of the game. Martin's checked in for Thomas. Beasley outside. Pass to Barton. 5 on the clock. Back to Lyles. Plumlee trying to break loose. Misses off the right iron. Pass to Hazanya. Here's Knox. Pass to Ntilikina. It's Hazanya in the corner. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
The Knicks have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
The Knicks making a switch here. Onley's checked in. That's good from Hazanya. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. They lead by 1. Murray, the pass to Plumlee. Floats one up. Murray, good. Murray's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, since halftime, he's finally started to shoot with confidence.
And now, here's Hazanya. He's got 7. Vonleh kicks to Burke for the tie. But they'll get another chance. Down low. Here's Ntilikina. He's got 6. New York needs to get off a shot. The pass to Hazanya. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Boy, bodying up there, making sure to get position. That's really nice rebounding technique.
Pass to Ntilikina. Back to Hazanya. Now here's Burke, guarded closely. And Vonleh has it in the corner. Robinson kicks to Hazanya. New York, no good that time either.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
For 3, Murray. They get it back. The shot's good from Plumlee. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Hazanya with the ball. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's Ntilikina. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Doris, when you look at Frank Ntilikina, the first thing that might strike you is how long his arms really are.
Right, that wingspan in the 7'1" mark. And I'll tell you what you like is that Ntilikina really knows how to use that length to his advantage on the defensive end.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And last season, LeBron said that the Knicks made a mistake passing on Dennis Smith Jr. in the draft. Of course, they took Frank Ntilikina out of France.
Yeah, a little shade thrown Ntilikina's way last season. Of course, he's one of the youngest players in that draft, and so plenty of time for this young man to fulfill his potential.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And the size, quickness, and defense of Ntilikina reminds some of a young Sean Livingston, a unique point guard with a promising future.
Now here's Murray. He's got 9, and so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Harris is checked in for Denver. And Denver has possession. It's a 3-point game. Takes a 3. Hands it from downtown. Harris has got 14.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Or kicks to Ntilikina. Now Vonleh, 7 points in the game. Here's Ntilikina. Shot clock at 5. Battles through traffic and lays it in. 10 points for him.
Proving he belongs in this league. Ntilikina getting better at taking contact and finishing.
From 12 feet out. Here's Lyles. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Isaiah Thomas, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Denver. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him, and I think there's more where that came from. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Denver leading by 4. Murray and Harris, the guards. Plumlee out there with Lyles. And it's Barton in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Barton. The feed to Plumlee. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Noah Vonleh.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Shooting one.
The 6'11" Mason Plumlee out of Duke, Greg. He's got a live body.
Very athletic, Kevin. His mobility enables him to defend smaller players on the perimeter. Offensively, he is a threat to finish at the rim.
Now, here is Robinson. Here's Ntilikina. Here's Burke. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Murray left side. Lyles passes to Harris. Barton in the corner. From deep. And again, Denver with the triple.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
And now, here's Hezonja. Basket good. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Harris, bounce pass. Now here's Murray. Burke covering. Harris outside. Murray kicks to Plumlee. 6 on the shot clock, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Friday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Monday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for that game against the Warriors, not going to be an easy one for them. We know about the struggles they've had of late, and having to deal with the back end of the back-to-back is never fun.
And the first one drops. Matthews, he's checked in for Ntilikina. That one misses. Knicks trail by 7. Outside Matthews. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Shot from free throw range. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 6 rebounds here tonight. The jump hook, and that one's good. Barton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Here's Matthews. Rebound by the Nuggets. Barton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Harris finds Barton. Here's Murray. Hezonja defending. Passes it to Harris. For 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Hezonja.
You just love how Matthews distributes the ball, easily finding his teammates for open looks.
Now here is Harris. To the middle. It's deflected. Outside Matthews. And slam dunk by Burke.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Yeah, a big change of possession in a tight ball game. We'll see if they've seized the momentum.
Pass to Hazanya. Teardrop shot. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Vonleh.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now here is Harris. Murray outside. Good, and Harris gets the assist. And that's 12 points for Jamal Murray.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. Now the pass to Vonleh. And now here's Hazonia. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Lyles. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Hazanya.
Boy, after an up and down first half, he's finally gotten a flow. These are the right shots for him.
Plumlee, the pass to Harris. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
No clue how he got that one to fall. And Gary Harris, a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, he's got it covered.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic comes in for Mason Plumlee. And Paul Millsap subbed in for Lyles. And if you're making a list of the best young shooting guards in the league, Greg, I got to think that Gary Harris is on that list.
Absolutely. A two-way player, defends his tail off, and offensively, he can score at all 3 levels.
Now, here is Smith. Feeds to Vonleh. And he banks in the layup.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
I'll tell you, that's the killer instinct you need to have. You love the attacking mentality near the cup.
Murray for 3. Denver keeps it going, a new 24-second shot clock.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Nuggets, Will Barton. At the line for 2.
That free throw good from Barton. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Knicks trail by 6. And here's Matthews from the arc. Vonleh kicks to Robinson. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Jokic. Dishes to Millsap. Tries again. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. New York called for the foul.
Shots.
First one falls for him. Good on both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now, here is Robinson. Outside Matthews. Misses the three.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Murray against Smith. Barton finds Harris. Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Here's Jokic. And they'll turn over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Knicks trail by 8. Smith feeling it out a bit. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, even with the defense putting up a stiff challenge, Dennis Smith Jr. plays right through the contact.
When Dennis Smith Jr. gets going, Doris, you can just see the explosiveness he has.
Oh, Kev, I mean, I'll tell you, the burst is amazing. And what I like is he will dunk over any player and, if necessary, dunk through a player.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
And you know, known for that rim rocking dunking ability. Smith Jr., though, a special talent. This is a guy who wants to keep getting better over time.
Now, here is Smith following the missed shot by Will Barton. Smith the pass to Knox. And Vonleh has it in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Smith. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Wow, the amazing speed and athleticism of Mr. Dennis Smith Jr. No mercy on the attack.
Murray outside. Passes to Harris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Noah Vonleh.
Shooting for Denver, Gary Harris. At the line for 2.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw.
And even though he couldn't get all of them to fall, he did make it a 2-possession game.
And here's Smith. Kicks to Vonleh. Here's Knox. Martin defending. And the basket by Knox.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Murray outside. And here's Harris from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 21 points for Gary Harris.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the fourth, strictly from the perimeter.
Well, they've got the green light to pull the trigger from 3, and I'll tell you, they put it to good use here.
Outside Matthews. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Paul Millsap picks one up.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
One shot.
Well, Wes Matthews, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, an amazing perimeter scorer who loves playing on the defensive end.
Now here's Murray. Right wing, three-pointer, and there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Smith against Murray. Pass to Robinson. For 3, Smith. That one, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Barton kicks to Murray. The pass to Harris. Murray outside. Jokic on top, guarded by Robinson. 3 on the clock. Murray for 3. Excellent defense there from Smith.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep.
And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Vonleh. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Jokic finds Barton. Robinson against Jokic. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Nuggets, Nikola Jokic, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And so he hits both. Now here is Smith. Smith drawn the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is New York. To the middle. Here's Knox. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Knox has got 22.
Well, just tremendous awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. Recognizing a teammate is open. Let me make the game easy for him.
Barton kicks to Harris. The Nuggets with another miss. Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Matthews. Robinson finds Smith. Here's Knox. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Matthews. Some solid defense from Harris. Denver leading by 4. Down low, Millsap. It's rebounded by Vonleh.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
Smith against Murray. And Vonleh with the basket on the assist by Smith. Vonleh's got 8 points in the quarter.
Dennis Smith Jr., you want more of this. Find your open teammate and make sure you put it on time.
Murray kicks to Jokic. To the middle. Here's Millsap. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
Millsap going for the W. He's looking focused.
Pass to Matthews. Jokic with the steal. And stolen by Vonleh. Smith outside. To the inside. Robinson. Out to Smith. To the paint. Vonleh, the pass to Smith. Clock at 6. Smith drawn the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
Denver with the ball. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Nuggets, Jamal Murray. At the line for 2.
2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Isaiah Thomas.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Coach Fizdale was going over with his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
To the right side. Knox sinks it, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
No doubt. You love seeing him knock down the clutch basket.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
Yeah, the clock is definitely not their friend, and they need to score fast.
16 seconds left in the fourth.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, guys, that'll seal it for sure, right? Terrific job keeping his concentration and knocking those down.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Shooting for Denver, Jamal Murray. 2 shots.
Two.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Smith with it from deep 3-point range.
Penalty situation.
So the Nuggets win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy in, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.